The Kind King. Once upon a time, in a land far away, there was a kind king named Aaron. King Aaron was loved by everyone in his kingdom. He always listened to his people and helped them whenever they needed it. The people of the kingdom called him King Aaron the Good. King Aaron lived in a big, beautiful castle on a hill. From the castle, he could see the whole kingdom. The kingdom was full of green fields, tall mountains, and clear rivers. The people in the kingdom were happy and worked hard. They grew crops, raised animals, and made beautiful things to sell at the market. Every morning, King Aaron would walk through the village. He greeted everyone with a warm smile and kind words. He asked about their day and their families. The children loved to see him because he always had time to play a game or tell a story. One day, a poor farmer named Jack came to the king with a problem. "Your Majesty," Jack said, "my land is dry and my crops will not grow. My family and I are very worried. We might not have enough food to eat." King Aaron thought for a moment. "Do not worry, Jack," he said. "I will help you. We will dig a well on your land, so you will have water for your crops." King Aaron called for his workers and sent them to Jack's farm. They worked hard and dug a deep well. Soon, water came rushing out, and Jack's land was saved. Jack and his family were very happy and thanked the king. Another day, a woman named Anna came to the king. "Your Majesty," she said, "I am a teacher, but our school has no books. The children cannot learn to read or write." King Aaron smiled. "Anna, education is very important. I will make sure your school gets all the books it needs." The king sent for his best writers and artists. They made many beautiful books for the school. The children were so excited. They read the books every day and learned many new things. King Aaron did many other good deeds. He helped build homes for those who had none. He made sure everyone had enough food to eat. He protected his people from harm and made laws to keep them safe. One evening, while walking in his garden, King Aaron saw a little bird with a broken wing. He gently picked up the bird and took it to his castle. The king cared for the bird until it was well again. When the bird was strong enough to fly, it chirped happily and flew away. The people of the kingdom often said, "We are very lucky to have such a kind and wise king." But King Aaron always replied, "It is my duty to care for you." A king must always put his people first. But not everyone was happy. In a dark forest, far from the kingdom, lived a wicked sorcerer named Zoltar. Zoltar was jealous of King Aaron's kindness and the love his people had for him. He wanted to be king himself and rule the kingdom with fear. One night, while the kingdom slept, Zoltar cast a spell. The sky turned dark, and a thick fog covered the land. The crops began to wither, and the rivers dried up. The people were scared and did not know what to do. King Aaron knew he had to act quickly. He called his bravest knights and his wisest advisors. We must find a way to break this spell, he said. Our people are suffering, and we cannot let Zolder win. The knights and advisors set out on a journey to find the answer. They traveled through forests, climbed mountains, and crossed rivers. They faced many dangers, but never gave up. Back in the kingdom, King Aaron did all he could to keep hope alive. He visited the villages and spoke to the people. We will find a way to end this dark time, he promised. We must stay strong and help each other. Days turned into weeks, and the kingdom continued to struggle. But King Aaron's words gave the people hope. They worked together to find food and water. They shared what little they had with those who needed it most. One day, a young boy named Leo came to the king. "Your Majesty," Leo said, "I had a dream. In my dream, a wise old woman told me how to break the spell. We must find the crystal of light hidden in the Cave of Wonders. The crystal will bring back the light and make our land green again." King Aaron knew this was a sign. He gathered his bravest knights and set out to find the crystal of light. They traveled for many days and faced many challenges. They climbed tall mountains and crossed deep valleys. They fought fierce beasts and braved harsh weather. Finally, they reached the Cave of Wonders. Inside the cave, it was dark and cold. But King Aaron was not afraid. He led his knights deep into the cave, following the light of a single torch. At last, they found the crystal of light, glowing softly in the darkness. With great care, King Aaron took the crystal and carried it back to the kingdom. As soon as they returned, the crystal's light began to shine brightly. The fog lifted, the sky cleared, and the land began to heal. The crops grew tall and green, and the rivers flowed again. The people cheered and thanked King Aaron and his brave knights. They knew that, thanks to their kind and wise king, their kingdom was safe once more. But King Aaron knew that this was not the end of their story. He looked out over his beloved kingdom and said, "We must always be ready to face new challenges. But as long as we stay kind and work together, we will always find a way." The kingdom of King Aaron was once again full of light and happiness. The people were grateful for the king's bravery and kindness. They celebrated with a big feast, sharing food, music, and laughter. Everyone felt safe and hopeful again. But far away, in his dark forest, the wicked sorcerer Zoltar was furious. "How dare they break my spell?" he shouted. "I will not let this kindness and happiness continue. I must find a way to destroy King Aaron and take over the kingdom." Zoltar began to work on a new, even more powerful spell. He called upon dark forces and summoned creatures from the shadows. This time, he decided to create a terrible storm. A storm so strong, it would destroy everything in its path. One night, while the kingdom slept peacefully, Zoltar unleashed his storm. The winds howled, lightning flashed, and the rain poured down. The people woke up in fear, seeing their homes being destroyed and their fields flooded. King Aaron quickly called for his advisors and knights. "We must protect our people and our land," he said. "We cannot let Zoltar win." The knights and advisors worked together to help the people find shelter and keep them safe. But the storm continued to rage. King Aaron knew they needed to find a permanent solution. He remembered the wise old woman from Leo's dream. "We must seek her help," he said. "She may know how to stop Zoltar once and for all." King Aaron, along with Leo and his bravest knights, set out on a journey to find the wise old woman. They traveled through the storm, facing strong winds and heavy rain. But they did not give up. They knew their kingdom depended on them. After many days of travel, they reached a small, hidden cottage deep in the forest. An old woman with kind eyes and a gentle smile greeted them. "I have been expecting you," she said. "I know why you have come." "Please, wise one," King Aaron said, "we need your help to stop the wicked sorcerer Zoltar and his terrible storm. Our people are suffering, and our land is in danger." The wise old woman nodded. "Zoltar's power comes from his dark heart," she said. "To stop him, you must find the Heart of Light. It is a powerful gem hidden in the enchanted forest. Only the purest of hearts can find it and use its power." King Aaron thanked the wise old woman and set off with his knights and Leo to find the Heart of Light. The journey was long and difficult. They faced many dangers in the enchanted forest, including tricky paths, wild animals, and dark magic. But their courage and kindness guided them. One night, while resting by a small stream, Leo had another dream. In his dream, a bright light led him to a hidden cave. Inside the cave, he saw the Heart of Light glowing brightly. When he woke up, he told King Aaron about his dream. "This is a sign," King Aaron said. "We must follow the stream and find the cave." They followed the stream, just as Leo had seen in his dream. After a long walk, they found the hidden cave. Inside, they saw the Heart of Light, shining with a pure and bright glow. With great care, King Aaron took the Heart of Light. As soon as he touched it, he felt its warm and powerful energy. "We must return to the kingdom quickly," he said. "This gem will help us stop Zoltar and end the storm." When they returned, the storm was still raging. King Aaron stood in the center of the kingdom, holding the Heart of Light high above his head. Its bright light began to shine across the land. The storm clouds parted, the rain stopped, and the winds calmed. Zoltar, feeling the power of the Heart of Light, screamed in anger. "No! This cannot be!" he shouted. But the light was too strong. It reached the dark forest and surrounded Zoltar. His dark magic was no match for the Heart of Light. With a final scream, Zoltar vanished, never to be seen again. The people of the kingdom cheered and celebrated. They knew that, thanks to King Aaron and his brave knights, their land was safe and free from dark magic. The Heart of Light continued to shine, bringing peace and happiness to the kingdom. King Aaron thanked Leo and his knights for their bravery. "We have faced many challenges," he said, "but our kindness and courage have brought us through. As long as we stay true to these values, our kingdom will always be strong." The people lived happily, always remembering the lessons of kindness, bravery, and working together. They knew that no matter what challenges came their way, they could overcome them with a pure heart and the strength of their unity. And so, the story of King Aaron the Good became a legend told for generations. The kingdom flourished, and the people thrived, always inspired by the kindness and wisdom of their beloved king.